Hey everyone, welcome back to Safe Fitness Training, or welcome to Safe Fitness Training. If this is your first time here, please hit subscribe. That way I can help you better, or someone that you love, with strength training. If you're just beginning especially, please, if you could do me a favor, write down below the best way that you think that I could help you get the most out of your workouts, get started with your workouts. What is it that would drive you and help you that I could do for you? Please drop a comment below. That's what I want to hear about today. Of course, if you have any questions at the end of the video, always feel free to drop a comment. I will answer those as best as I can. So today I'm going to be talking about putting together a solid high-intensity training program for a whole year or so to come into the future. There are a lot of different options that you could think about, and almost a completely infinite amount of different exercises that you could piece together for just exactly the perfect workout for you. Of course, because we're hitting the highest intensity possible and reaching the moment of momentary muscular failure, we don't have to do this any more than twice a week at the very most. If you're starting out, anywhere between once or twice a week would be best, but twice will likely yield you faster results in the beginning at least. It's not until later on that you're going to want to lower your frequency as a possibility. So of course I made two videos on the big three, and I focused on machines for one of them, and then full isometrics with no weights, just using body weight for the other one. Of course, these movements are pushing through the heels for a leg press or a squat movement, pushing with the chest, either in a chest press or, of course, a push-up position. And then, of course, you could do a lat pull down or a compound row, or a full timed static contraction of either or, pulling backward against a wall and pushing into the wall with your elbows pushing backward against that wall just in this movement, or, of course, pushing downward and having that yoga mat right there underneath your elbows as you pull down into the lats. For the first few workouts, I would probably stick with those three. When we're first starting this, of course, if you're new to it, the first three workouts are really for learning anyway. You want to make sure you have good speed, form, and breathing. Of course, if you're doing isometrics, you don't have to worry about speed, but we want to be focusing on the muscles we're using, and we want to have our core engaged at all times. From then, I would think about maybe adding two more, and the book Body by Science recommends adding a compound row if you're doing a lat pull down, and then adding a overhead press as well. Now, it's not necessary to add both of these. You could add possibly, I would say you could substitute the compound row for a leg curl or something like that, depending on whether your upper or lower body is going to be your target goal. That's the best way to look at it. Whether it's just the bare bones minimum or you have a bunch of different machines to choose from, that's basically what you're stuck with working with. Of course, it's a little bit easier to diversify if you're using body weight exercises, because there are just a ridiculous amount that you can choose from. If we're talking about machines, and that's primarily what this video is for, by the way, me talking specifically about machines, but like I said, you can do this with body weight completely as well. I would put together two different workouts as you move forward into this. So maybe even just 6, 10 workouts into it, you could begin alternating between two different workouts. That is what most people do. Now, I've been doing high intensity training for so long now, I'm really just doing a split. Upper body one day, 3 days later I do lower body, and then I just repeat the next time. But for beginning, you may really want to focus on hitting your entire body twice a week in the very beginning. That's going to yield you just a little bit quicker results. Like I said, at least most of the clients, and I mean 99% of them, do tend to move up at that faster pace with twice a week. When we talk about switching between two different workouts, go ahead and throw three of the big three in there. So for one workout, it's going to be the compound row with that chest press and leg press, and then the next workout, you're going to be situated into the lat pull down. And so one day a week, switch between abduction, adduction, leg curl, leg extension, and then do biceps one day, triceps the other, throw an ab exercise in there, and maybe do some calf raises as well. I think that those two workouts would be a really good idea. I'm going to leave all of these examples in the description box below, so please feel free to jump down there. So for my split that I've been doing, just upper body and lower body, one day I'll do leg press, abduction, adduction, leg curl, leg extension. I'll do abs and calf raises that day. And then the next day I'll do lat pull down, chest press, compound row, biceps, triceps, and overhead press. That's my workout. That's really all I focus on. But those are the machines that I've been using here for the past 6 or so years. So that's just what's available to me. I do have a gym membership here locally. I haven't been in there in forever because I've been using the Nautilus Studio for so long. But I'll record some videos out there so y'all can see some more different machines that you'd be able to choose from, of course, if they're accessible to you. You know, that's always the issue. Do you have it in your own gym? Like I said, the possibilities are endless with really what you can put together for your own workouts. And someone like Drew Bay, who's really focused on bodybuilding and competition, most of us aren't. I mean, he's 50 years old, and his physique looks incredible. And he focuses on a lot of the smaller muscle groups that you'd be using there. He sent out a really cool email for Thanksgiving saying, hey, here's a discount code for all of my books, all of Ken Hutchins' books that he sells on his website. I'll just leave his website down below so you can take a look at what he has to offer as well. He has some good stuff. And so his workout, I'm also going to leave that down below because he wrote out 4 different workouts. He does a upper body A, upper body B, lower body A, lower body B. And he throws some stuff in there that I don't even do. First of all, my lower back tends to bother me when I do deadlifts. And so I really don't do deadlifts. He does some straight-legged deadlifts. He also does things like a wrist flexion, wrist extension. He does dips, which are also great. Rear delt flies. He does neck extension and neck flexion, and then dorsiflexion, and then oblique flexion. Like I said, I'm going to leave those down in the description. Hey, feel free, drop a comment below. Tell me what you've been doing for your workouts. Copy some of these. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. It may be a full 5 days before I publish another, but I hope to see you on the next one. Have a fantastic week. And if you're here in America, or hey, if you celebrate anywhere else, happy Thanksgiving to you a little bit late. Enjoy the holidays. I'll see you soon.